rapidly approaching 3 decades ago now, I released a set of, at the time, VHS videotapes, later in DVD and then as digital downloads, called There's No Such Thing as Hypnosis. And indeed, that is true. Or at least it's true in so much as hypnosis exists only in the mind of the believer, because it is pure suggestion. However, the best hypnotists also know how to use trickery, con tricks, and psychological illusion and trance illusions, the hypno-tricks and so-called hypno-effects that are guaranteed to work 100% of the time with 100% of the people when you know how to use them properly. And in the package that's on offer above or below this video, you're going to get access, well, the real cutting edge of this, including you'll discover how to do all of the following things. Discover how to make people forget their names instantly, guaranteed to work every time the way we teach it.
These are techniques used not to read minds, but to control them.
Now, Illusionist put out a set called How to Control Minds, featuring Peter Turner, which costs many times the package above or below this link. And basically, you're going to learn everything of worth from that set in the package above and below this link, and tons more besides.
Try saying your name. Impossible. Now look. Who's back? What's your name?
Anna.
Thank you for playing. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. Out of interest, when you just felt me tap you, and if you're torn between 2 numbers, how many times did I tap you? It was like 2 or 3. Ah! No! Yeah. Open your eyes, okay? Open your eyes. Come back. Come back.
Well, the answer is you can appear to. See in the package Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool, as well as the 4 hours of video training that were filmed in Blackpool before Blackpool Magic Convention 2023. You will also get a copy of my book Hypno-Tricks Hypnosis Stunts for Magicians and Mentalists, which has links in it to my Hypno-Tricks DVDs and the relevant footage from There's No Such Thing as Hypnosis, training videos and other training videos. So everything you've just seen Peter Turner do in that snippet of a clip used for review and critical review purposes only is your top ways, multiple different ways of achieving those things inside the package that's above or below this video. You'll also be shown the original roots of Aaron Alexander's psychic surgery and exactly how to achieve the following. Again, Illusionists sell a package called Psychic Surgery, which if you were to buy it by Aaron Alexander would cost you more than the special offer of the package above or below this video. And in the Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool, I give you the true history behind what's included in Psychic Surgery, and you'll learn everything you need to be able to do this with ease.
Then I'll slowly erase the method. With Psychic Surgery, you get to perform a strange operation on somebody while they're wide awake. You take an invisible scalpel, you cut open their arm, you pull back the skin, you pull out the ligaments, the tendons, the bone. Then you put in a brick or a stone. Their arm feels heavy. There, how's that arm feel?
Which, in fairness to Aaron Alexander, he does admit and allude to in his product that that is not at all original, and it's in books that are decades and decades and decades and decades old and predating, as I go into detail in Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool.
Yeah, like I could move it, but it's weird.
Yeah, well, there's bricks in it, so...
Get them out of me.
You can put in an iron bar. They feel it slide in their arm and it gets so stiff, they feel like they can't move it.
Hypno-Tricks methods for making somebody's arm as stiff as an iron bar, again are nothing new and are in books that are decades old, as I explained in Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool.
You can even connect your 2 arms together and show how the arms move in perfect synchrony, almost as though they're just one limb.
We're one brain!
You might see this impossible looking thing and think, well, this has to be some kind of hypnosis. But there's no induction. There's no special language. It's as simple and natural as it looks on camera. What I'm about to share with you is a new way of thinking about magic. Although it's easy for any...
Well, it's not new. It's pure suggestion with some physiological trickery, which can all be rooted back to various different books of decades and decades ago, as I explain in the Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool package. People everywhere are repackaging old ideas that are in books decades ago that really rely on pure suggestion combined with magical trickery, physiological body tricks and or gimmicks that are combined together. And The Light and Heavy Pen by Wayne Fox is no exception. Here's the video you can find all over YouTube.
Would you like to learn something that's going to make you feel like you've got a superpower? Your onlookers put you on a pedestal, the highest one you've ever been on.
Well, in which case, go and get Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool. Above or below this video is the link. It's on special offer until the end of the week. And for a cheaper price than you've ever been able to get it or ever will again in the future, you can learn exactly what you're about to see and an even better, more guaranteed way of ensuring it works 100% of the time. Because I've seen Wayne do this and people have seen and talk about it on the internet, him doing it at Blackpool Magic Convention and it not working every time. Done the way I teach, it works 100% of the time if you use the wording, psychology and trickery taught in Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool.
I'm here in central London, about to journey up to the Blackpool Magic Convention, the largest of its kind in the world. Would you like to see me performing this for magicians? Of course you would. I'm Wayne Fox. This is the Light Heavy Pen. Follow me. Same thing, put your hand down for me. Pen, control. There, watching, comes down. Very slowly, just try to lift your hand. Good, what's going on? And it's stuck, right? What's going on here?
So apparently the pen's getting so heavy it's pulling his hand down to the table.
So, following along from the ever-popular Light Heavy project, I wanted to produce something that was easy to carry, an everyday object.
An everyday object, a pen. What the heck? Yeah, bottom line is, if you want someone to pick up a pen and then find it gets so heavy it pulls their hand down to the table, or you want their hands to stick to the table because they can't lift them up because it's got a pen on top of them, or you want to perhaps make a deck of ordinary playing cards that you've just been using, so heavy that people can't lift it, or so that they can't lift up a bottle of beer from the table that they were drinking moments ago, then things like that and loads of other related stunts are taught in the Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool package by way of the videos and the training manuals and the other bonuses that's available in the discount package available above or below this video. But there's tons more besides, including energy surgeries. I've been teaching it for close to 3 decades, where you can take somebody without any pre-show work and, well, without physically touching them, do this.
Sorry about that, and I just knocked you back with my neck. It's okay.
And yes, you were taught how to pull people over and push people over, apparently by mind power and hypnosis. Going back to the promotional video for Peter Turner's How to Control Mindset as released through Illusionist, check this.
We're going to break this technique down that's used on all the hit television shows, and we're going to simplify it so that you can look in the real world how your favourite performers look on TV.
That was where I That's where I generated my love for drum and beat.
you will learn the decades, in fact, arguably centuries-old techniques that make that Jedi choke, and various other versions, including, for example, making it so that somebody can't swallow, or so they can't say their name, and such, genuinely with physical reactions that they will swear blind that they have genuinely felt. You'll learn various ways within the videos and the training manuals and the bonus stuff that's in Royal Hypnotist live in Blackpool above or below this video. As Peter Turner says on the Illusionist How to Control Mindset package, if you can speak, you can do this. Well, you're not going to get 100% results with some of the things taught in How to Control Minds all the time, but you could if you knew what's taught in the Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool package.
And you don't need to carry a single thing. If you can speak, you can do them. It looks like hypnosis, it feels like hypnosis, but it's completely foolproof.
When it comes to the How to Control Mindset, but out by Illusionist, there is some great material in it. I mean, it's worth it for Pete's version of Psychokinetic Touches, the Midas touch, alone, albeit in the Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool package there is access to video training on how to do a Psychokinetic Touches routine in there as well. Now, the thing is, he says that stuff's foolproof, it'll never fail. I beg to differ. There's some of the stuff in the How to Control Mindset that actually will not work 100% of the time with 100% of the people, unless you were to add to what's taught in that package by using the verbal linguistics and the trance illusion psychological manipulation techniques that are taught within the Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool set that's above or below this video, and are taught in my book Almond's Biggest Secret Revealed, the full information of which you get those secrets taught to you in the package that's above or below this video. And also you're going to learn how to... Yes, I'm going to teach you how to do all the kind of stuff that Fraser Parker also teaches on his True Mysteries light set and his True Mysteries Part 2 and in his various other products, ways of making people apparently forget their name.
Can't speak, just try now and tell your friend what the card is, just try. This will feel a little bit strange. Everything's back to normal now, you can speak. You can still...
In the Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool set, I teach a method I've been using for close to 4 decades, where somebody can select a playing card, remember it, and then the memory of that is erased from their mind. They're unable to remember it, unable to say it. It's gone completely. And then you can use various techniques to make it come back and for them to be amazed when that memory pops back into their mind. It doesn't have to just be playing cards. It can be names. It can be numbers. It's easy when you know how, using the techniques that in Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool are far more reliable than those taught by Peter Turner, far more reliable than those taught by Aaron Alexander, and far more reliable than those taught by Fraser Parker, Lewis Lavelle, Kenton Nepper, or anybody else. I know it sounds egotistical or arrogant, but what I call Almond's Biggest Secret Revealed is the single most powerful bit of multiple reality, linguistic trance illusion you could ever learn, and will make all of your trance illusion, pseudo-hypnosis, hypno-effects far more powerful. All of your magic and mentalism combined with hypnosis far more powerful, and also all of your genuine hypnosis work, whether as an entertainment hypnotist or therapeutic hypnotist, far more powerful, because you'll be able to, anytime, any place, anywhere, safely and rapidly and instantly, with 100% guaranteed success, where you could never fail, you'll be able to prove that you can apparently control somebody's mind. Fraser says it's not hypnosis.
Now it looks like hypnosis. Is that the trick? Is it hypnosis?
No, it's not hypnosis at all. Just try and lift the deck now, just try. Does it feel heavy? Yeah, really right. Everything's back to normal now. Of course you can lift it.
Yeah.
just felt heavier, because this is interesting, right?
Oh dear. On the Murphy's Magic description for True Mysteries, it says, imagine being able to remove your participant's ability to speak, being able to take away your participant's strength so they can't lift things, being able to make your participants stuck to whatever they're holding so they can't put it down, or so that feet are stuck to the floor and they can't walk away, their hands stuck to a table and things like that, being able to plant playing cards in your participant's mind, change their beliefs, and a whole bunch of other things as well. Well, you've guessed it, you're going to learn how to do all of that, along with the original sources that were in print decades, maybe even hundreds of years ago in some cases, in the Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool package that you can get on special offer till the end of this week at the link above or below this video. And you learn all the stuff that, you know, how to do the key behind duplicating everything you see in the How to Control Mindset, and how to duplicate everything you see in Kenton Knepper's Trance Illusion books, and any of the products on trance illusion, suggestion or hypnosis related hypno-effects, hypno-tricks and such like from Louis Lavelle or Aaron Alexander. And it'll go way beyond that, as explained at the link above or below this video. Fraser also has True Mysteries Part 2, which that retails for like $58. Part 1's like $20, so that's like $70 odd. Well, nearly $77, which almost, I know that it's less in pounds, but with magic sites when they convert and all that, it's near enough 77 quid, which is the normal retail price of Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool. And the thing is, not only will you learn how to do all the stuff taught in True Mysteries Volume 1, or to duplicate and get the same effect, but in a more reliable manner, but you'll also learn how to duplicate everything that you would have learned if you bought True Mysteries Part 2. It's a no-brainer, because you'll also learn how to duplicate all the things that you would kind of be able to do most of the time if you studied the How to Control Mindset. You'll learn how to do all the trance illusion type of stuff you'd be able to do if you studied Kenton Knepper's work, Louis Lavelle's work, Fraser Parker's work, Aaron Alexander's work, Peter Turner's work, and a whole myriad of other people who've released suggestion style effects, hypno-tricks, hypno-effects, you name it. Not only will you be able to duplicate anything and everything they claim to be teaching you, but more importantly, you'll be able to do it better than the way they teach it, because they do not teach the psychological ploys and principles that are taught in Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool, including my Almond's Biggest Secret Revealed, that guarantees that you can hypnotise anyone, anytime, any place, anywhere, and get them to do anything, whether that's forgetting the name, getting the feet stuck to the floor, hands stuck to tables or walls, being unable to lift things, forgetting the number 7, or indeed turning them into their favourite film star. Whatever you've ever seen a stage hypnotist do, you can duplicate using Almond's Biggest Secret, which is taught as part of the package, along with non-verbal cueing methods, verbal cueing methods, multiple reality, dual reality methods, and methods whereby the volunteers, who are genuine volunteers that you've never met before, become genuinely convinced that they were hypnotised, even when no genuine hypnosis is used whatsoever. We're teaching methods that are guaranteed to work. Therapists can use these as convincers with clients. People can combine this with magic and mentalism. People can use this as an act in itself. And as I say, we're also going to cover all the kind of stuff you'll learn or would have learned at a much higher cost from buying books like Reality as an Art by Aaron Alexander, that being he of Psychic Surgery Illusionist fame. It's an excellent book, it really is, and at $95, it's worth it to someone who's actually going to use the stuff and performs regularly. Yes. However, for less than the cost of that one book alone, you're going to get the main 4 hours of video training from Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool, filmed in February 2023, together with several hours of hypno-tricks, hypno-effects, hypnotic stunts taught on video, together with other bonus videos, together with dozens of hours of interviews and training videos with some of the world's biggest names in stage hypnosis, street hypnotism, and combining hypnosis with magic and mentalism in the world today, as you can see at the links above or below this video, together with my training manual, Hypno-Tricks Hypnosis Stunts for Magicians and Mentalists, together with other bonus materials that are worth many times the tiny cost of the package, which normally retails at £77 United Kingdom sterling. It's a massive bargain because the items in it, bought individually and separately, will cost you several $100, several £100 normally alone. But at the moment, while the special offer's on, you get the whole lot for less than it would cost you for that one book, Reality as an Art, from Aaron Alexander. And yet, I'm going to teach you everything, how to duplicate everything that's in that book. Plus everything that's in the Peter Turner How to Control Mindset, maybe different techniques of doing it. For example, I will not teach you the routining or method of his mid-ass touch, psychokinetic touch style routine. No, I won't. If you want to do it the way Peter does, then you need to buy Peter's book on that. But I will teach you how to do something that to a member of the general public looks the same and feels the same. And I will teach you how to duplicate all of the things that Kenton Nepper teaches, Lewis Lavelle teaches, Fraser Parker teaches, Aaron Alexander teaches, and the Wayne Fox, Light and Heavy, you name it. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about hypno-tricks, hypnotic stunts, pseudo-hypnosis, dual reality, multiple realities, instant stooging, but in a manner where the person doesn't actually realise they're an instant stooge, and in a manner where they actually become genuinely convinced that they were hypnotised. And if they were connected to a lie detector, they'd pass it because they genuinely, truly and sincerely believe that you have hypnotised them, even though no genuine hypnosis is used whatsoever. Indeed, watch this clip and bear in mind it is a really noisy nightclub, so you can't really hear what I'm saying, but take my word for it here, I'm going to show you how to do what you're about to see, which is namely me going up to a complete stranger that I've never met before without any pre-show work, without any incentives or anything, and from cold. This is from walking up, 20 seconds in, I've just done a pre-talk. You can see this, Jonathan Rowe Street Hypnosis in Manchester, July 2011, on my Celebrity Hypnotist YouTube channel. And my pre-talk was 20 seconds long, enabling me to do this. Even though it's mega noisy in that venue, the techniques I use are guaranteed to work every time. Everybody watching is in amazement that in a matter of seconds I placed a complete stranger apparently into deep hypnosis. And now I'm telling her, which you may not hear very clearly, but I'm telling her that her hand's going to be glued, locked, welded, cemented to the table. And then I tell her to try and lift her hand, and she noticed the more she tries, the more it locks, glues, welds, cements in place. Until I tap her on the hand, release her hand, and then she looks amazed because she's been able to release her hand, and then I put her back under, or appear to put her back under, so this is trance illusion, but she ends up believing she's been hypnotised and wake her up telling her that she's back to normal in every manner. Again, you'll learn every element of the wording, the structured, laser sharp, accurate, it's genius wording that ensures that complete strangers will end up guaranteed, no fail. Failure is not a possibility. Guaranteed to work every time when you use the phraseology you learn in the Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool set. You'll be able to do everything mentioned in this video, everything that all those people teach ways of doing, except the ways you learn in Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool are far, far more reliable and effective. I apologise that the video clipped to hand. Sadly, I don't have the master tape to hand. It's not the clearest, but you get the idea. From cold, no pre-show, this person has just volunteered and there's been no formal hypnotic induction. About to stick his foot to the floor, then make him forget his name and a whole bunch of stuff. But no, stand over the 10-ton weight, that's perfect. Yes, the crap gags come free, don't worry, we do not charge extra for them. In fact, just stand back a little bit while we know you're on camera then. What I like to do is take your right foot, that's this one, that side, moving forward a bit, yeah, that's brilliant, put down, make your foot. Stare down at your foot there, if you stare at your foot, I'd like you to imagine that as I count backwards from 3 down to 1, so on the count of 1, you'll realise that your foot and your leg will be stuck.
This is on Celebrity Hypnotist YouTube channel. Eyes open, hypnotic trance, street hypnosis and comedy, stage hypnotism demo.
Then you'll realise on the count of 1, that foot there will be locked, glued, welded, cemented, bolted in place. Almost as low on the count of 3. So almost as low, somebody comes along, and it doesn't hurt you, but it's a magical nail, and they hammer that nail in. So it's locking, gluing, welding, cementing the foot to the floor. As on 2. It's almost as if somebody comes along with the world's strongest super glue and glues the shoe to the floor, so that, yeah, you could possibly pull your foot out of the shoe, but the shoe's locked, but then you realise, no, the nail is locking the foot there as well. And then on the count of 1, you imagine it's almost as if somebody comes along with a block of concrete, well, liquid concrete, pours it and makes it into a block, so you're locked, glued, welded, cemented, bolted there. And as you do, just keep staring at your foot. As you keep staring at your foot and using your powers of intelligence, imagination and concentration effectively, just prove to yourself you've done this right. And if you prove to yourself you've done it right, just try to lift up your foot. You notice that it's locked, glued, welded, cemented. The more you try, the more it sticks. The more you try, the more it sticks. And it looks great to the audience because they are really wiggling the leg, but again, they won't move. It's stuck fast time. The interesting thing is, don't hurt yourself. Just stay in that position, that's fantastic, you can stay just like that. But in a moment, what's going to happen is this. I'm actually going to touch your foot, and when I do, your foot is actually going to come free. But the moment it does, you'll be able to walk over there, and then you'll realise your hand's stuck there, because what enabled you to...
So his foot was stuck to the floor, now his foot's going to be released, but his hand will get stuck to his head.
Will enable your hand to instantly lock there the very moment that I release your foot like this. There you go, you can just walk up there, that's fantastic. You can walk properly now. Yeah, that's brilliant. But you just prove to yourself doing it right. Just try and move your hand off, yet you can't, can you? It's ridiculous, it's strange. Because you use your powers of mind so wonderfully and so effectively that you just can't do. And here's a really strange thing, Brian. In the moment when I tap you on the hand, on the back of the hand, your hand will come free just the way, same way as your foot did. But that very moment, that very second, you can allow your powers of mind that allow your foot to lock, that allow your hand to lock. You can use those same powers of mind to know in that very moment, that very second, your name, Brian's gone completely, and you'll not be able to say it. Right, now it's gone. It's weird, you can walk around, you can move your hand, but if you'd just like to introduce yourself to everyone, what's your name? If you could just tell them what your name is.
He can't say his name. And yet there's been no formal hypnotic induction.
It's almost there, on the tip of your tongue. But the more you try, the more you realise that you just can't say it, you can prove to yourself you've done it right. And the interesting thing is, we put your hands out in front of you like this. Which is your favourite thumb, by the way? If you can tell me that one, okay? That's your favourite thumb? Yeah. Which is your favourite little finger? That one, that's your favourite little finger, that's brilliant. Here's the interesting thing. In a moment, I'm going to tap you on the nose. When I do, you'll instantly be able to say your name. And at the very moment, the very second you say your name, this will become your most pleasurable thing. Be really enjoyable. In fact, we're just going to give it a nice little rub, and it'll be really nice right now. What by the way, what's your name? Brian. Yeah. How's that for you? I'll tell you what, you have a go. Just have a go yourself. Give it a bit of a rub. It's fantastic. You just have a bit. You say, you don't have to be shy. We're amongst friends. Amongst friends, it's fine. I'll do it with you. It's fine. So this is my favourite finger.
I couldn't say his name, then his name came back. Now his finger's in the erogenous zone.
That's your favourite finger hand. I don't want to get blamed for any cross messages, pleasure there. But you know the same thing that enabled you to do that. That enabled you to do that with your foot, that with your head. It was a little bit strange, wasn't it? And then you couldn't say, and then this happens with your finger. The really weird thing is you can just sleep, 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 sleep.
That looks like what people perceive hypnosis to be.
Eyes remaining tightly closed, drifting down, sinking down, drifting down, sinking down, drifting down. That's what people like to see, a swingy arm. It means absolutely fuck all. But people think a swingy arm means somebody's hypnotised. That's brilliant. And I tap you on the head.
It looks like it.
In the room, you'll feel your normal self in every way, and everything I said will be completely cancelled out. And everyone will give you a huge, massive, tremendous round of applause. 3 line one bride, 2 feeling fantastic, 1 week you made your right time and trying absolute. As I say, I apologise for the poor quality of that particular clip. The original, very clear, much clearer video footage is inside my Elite Hypnosis Bootcamp as per ultimatehypnosiscourse.com. But anyway, the point is, how that's done is taught within the Royal Hypnotist live in Blackpool package by way of the trading videos and the manuals and the bonus materials that are in that. What follows is a hypnotic coin bend routine that's taught in the Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool package, and it'll also give you an idea of the quality of the broadcast quality, because it was professionally filmed video footage of the main 4 hours of training in that package. Again, you can see the full clip on my Celebrity Hypnotist YouTube channel by searching for Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool promo. But here's a bit of the coin bend routine taught in that package. I need also a marker, if I can just give you that. And if you could just perhaps put some initials or something there. Okay. Just something so that you recognise it. And I'll just put, to make it totally unique. You'd recognise that again, yeah? Okay. Excellent, yeah, brilliant. In which case, we just close that. Are you right or left-handed? I'm right-handed. Right-handed, excellent. I'd just like you to close your hand around that, and as you do, as you squeeze it and put your arm out, close your eyes tightly. I'd like you to imagine, in a way that feels right for you, that it's almost as if you can start to feel an energy and a force coming from your head, your imagination, down to your shoulders, to your elbows, to your wrists. And as it does, in turn, it kind of makes your arm like a stiff iron bar. And the more you make that fist, the more every nerve fibre, tissue and muscle from your shoulders to your elbows, to your wrist, becomes stuck, fast, tight, locked, glued, welded, cemented like an iron bar. And it gets stronger and stronger. Oh, not quite there yet. Stronger and stronger. Imagine it getting stronger now like there's a stiff iron bar. Oh, that's much better. Getting stronger and stronger. Brilliant. And now continue using those same powers of intelligence, imagination and concentration effectively, and imagine a warmth or an energy moving from your mind like the sun's rays down your arm and into your hand. And when you know you can kind of imagine that in a way that feels right for you, just let us know that you've got that going on for you. Excellent. And you can just allow that to get warmer and warmer, almost hot. When you feel that it's kind of getting to that point that it's really, really supercharged with warmth, when and only when you feel that in a few moments' time, when you know it's ready for you, you've done it right, then you can just open your eyes and let us know that. And probably also open your hand so that the heat escapes and you don't burn yourself or anything like that. So,
look at his face, he's amazed. The reason for that is his own sound coin has massively bent almost in half.
Look at that. Give him a huge round of applause. Thank you very much. I'll give you back your 50p in a minute.
The beauty of this is it's a coin bend that does not require any special gizmos or gadgets to be carried upon you. It doesn't require any of the expensive gimmicks from magic companies. All you use are genuine coins. And yeah, if you do it with a 50p coin, it's going to cost you 50p every show. If you do it with a 10p coin or a 10-cent coin, it's going to cost you 10p or 10 cents. Because the coin does get bent. But the point is, the coin that's bent has got their signature on it. They sign it. They hold it in their hand. And you saw the look of amazement on his face when he opened his hand and found that the coin had bent in half. The coin which you can then let them keep. It's the best coin bend routine that I've come across, And the beautiful thing is it allows you to test out the power of suggestion and hypno-tricks and hypno-effects and elements of genuine hypnosis in a no-risk manner, whereby if they don't, for example, feel the coin getting red hot, it wouldn't matter because the coin still ends up bent, they're saying signed coin at the end of it. But using the phraseology I teach you in the Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool set, it works every time with everybody, guaranteed. Remember, inside the Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool package, you get a PDF ebook copy of Hypno-Tricks Hypnosis Stunts for Magicians and Mentalists by Jonathan Royal. As it says on the advert page for that book, contained within the pages of this book are 127 information pack pages of pure gold that will enable you to duplicate all of the most amazing and hilarious feats of the comedy stage hypnotist and street hypnotism experts without ever needing to place anyone into any genuine hypnotic trance states at any time and in a manner that's 100% guaranteed to work without fail. You're also given links and QR codes taking you to a total of 10 step-by-step training videos with a combined duration of just over 10 hours and 30 minutes. By watching these videos, not only will you see almost everything that is taught within this book demonstrated on real people, but you'll also be taught numerous other feature stunts, routines and tricks that it would be next to impossible to describe and explain properly in print and truly need to be studied by watching Royal perform them and then teach them to you in his own inimitable step-by-step style. Indeed, the secrets, tricks and techniques taught here will also prove invaluable study to hypnotists of all kinds, as they can easily be used by both hypnotherapists and hypnotic entertainers to give quick public demonstrations of their skills in a manner which is guaranteed to work each and every time. A grand total of 22 mind control style stunts and feature routines are taught in a simple step-by-step manner, along with several key psychological and linguistic principles which can be used in so many ways. It truly does enable you to duplicate all of the things you may have ever seen a hypnotist, magician or mentalist do on stage or on the street. Whilst we cover the subject of instant stooging, it's taught in a manner whereby the instant stooge will actually come to believe that they were genuinely hypnotised, and as such, whatever they say to the audience after their involvement in your show will only make both the volunteer and also the audience believe that you are indeed the real deal. You see, that's the trouble with a lot of dual reality and multiple reality techniques taught by magicians, mentalists and apparent street and stage hypnotists. The thing is, they unravel. If audience members talk to people afterwards, they can start to understand parts of the method or start to alert the person who was involved in the routine to how it was really done. Whereas with the techniques taught in Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool, especially my Almond's biggest secret, it's such that the people involved, some would argue, become instant stooges, but then it goes beyond that to a level where they genuinely believe they are hypnotised, and if connected to a lie detector, they would pass with flying colours and nobody can unravel it. It's the most powerful techniques you can learn, whether you want to combine these techniques with magic and mentalism, or you want to duplicate the feats of the street hypnotist, stage hypnotist, or you're a clinical hypnotherapist wanting to be able to prove your skills and power anytime, any place, anywhere, with 100% guaranteed success. So what are you waiting for? Go to the links above or below this video and invest into the best value for money training on trance illusions, hypno effects, hypno tricks, pseudo hypnotic stunts, how to combine suggestion, hypnotic style effects with magic and mentalism, and how to use these guaranteed to work techniques to segue into genuine hypnosis techniques that are also taught as part of the package. Yes, you also learn genuine stage hypnosis, genuine street hypnotism and genuine hypnotherapy techniques as part of the Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool 2023 package, which you can get at the link above or below this video. As the advertisement for this package states, you will learn the essential secrets to legally, lawfully and safely perform a complete 60 to 90 minute comedy stage hypnosis show with ease. Duplicate all of the most amazing stunts you have ever seen any street hypnotist, mentalist or psychological illusionist achieve with hypnosis and or suggestion. Discover how to effectively combine hypnosis and suggestion techniques with your magic and mentalism performances. How to hypnotise people anytime, any place, anywhere, and get them to do almost anything you can possibly imagine in a legal, lawful and above all else, safe manner. And learn how to help people overcome habits, addictions, fears, phobias rapidly and in an apparently miraculous manner. Along the way, you'll witness Royal, that's me, demonstrating many routines, and then in a simple step-by-step manner, I'll teach you all of the psychological, physical and physiological tricks used in order to guarantee success. Yep, you taught numerous powerful ploys, techniques and approaches that when combined together help to ensure that you can never possibly fail when performing genuine suggestion in hypnotic style, stunts, routines and techniques. Imagine using apparently the power of suggestion to make a person be able to be lifted by just a couple of fingertips per person. So that 1 minute they're impossible to lift, and then the next moment...
So that something that once before was impossible becomes so ridiculously easy to achieve. So I'd like everyone to do, put your hands together like you did before, okay? Put your fingertips like that. On the count of 3, I want you all to get in position and just literally concentrate and believe that you can lift and notice the difference. Sounds down, but 1, 2, 3, get in position, get in position. 1, 2, 3, lift. Now, lift it up.
You can hear the audience there, they're impressed, but not as impressed as they are when they see hypnotic stunts like this. Full body catalepsy.
You'll find your body gets stiffer and more rigid. Stiffer and rigid. The power of the mind.
As you can see, audiences are amazed by this proof of the power of the mind. Except this is not hypnosis, it's a hypno trick, guaranteed to work every time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the power of the mind.
Continuing with the advert for Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool, you will also discover the most comprehensive collection of information on pseudo-hypnotic stunts and so-called hypno-tricks or hypno-effects, including the true secrets of the world-famous electric chairs routine. Royal also reveals the true lineage and history behind numerous techniques that many incorrectly think were created by Aaron Alexander, Anthony Jacquin of head hacking fame, James Tripp of Hypnosis Without Trance, James Brown, Luke Jamay, and even Peter Turner, Louis Lavelle, and others, among many others. The original source materials for these apparently original ideas are sometimes just incorrectly credited as they were provably created many decades earlier by other people than those they credited, are all revealed, as are many other shocking and eye-opening strategies for hypnotic success and being able to demonstrate your ability of how to control minds. Plus you get further bonus access to many hours of video interviews teaching genuine hypnosis and pseudo-hypnotic tricks, including some real gold from Rodney James Piper that's guaranteed to work every time, and insights that are invaluable from the rogue hypnotist Mark Anthony, legendary stage hypnotists Ken Webster, John Sabone, James Zellis, Richard Nongard, Christian P. Taylor, Doc Strange, who you can see actually joined me on stage at Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool and shared a ton of his insight as well. So seriously, what are you waiting for? Currently at the link above or below this video, you can get this entire package, Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool, which also comes with bonus access to Hypno-Tricks Hypnosis Stunts for Magicians and Mentalists, plus various other genuine hypnosis techniques, training manuals, and access to that other 10 hours of training videos as well, teaching Hypno-Tricks, Hypno-Effects, suggestion, style, mentalism, and magic routines, and
guaranteed to work, no fail, look like genuine hypnosis methods, whereby the person involved in those will also believe they have been genuinely hypnotized. It's a package you do not want to miss. As well as the methods that I've talked about, you're also going to learn verbal cueing, non-verbal cueing, and mechanical cueing methods, and how to combine them with other psychological techniques to do the best possible version of, for example, the electric chairs routine and get results like Paul Daniels did, like this.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll roll up 2 paper balls this time, and I'll tell you which one is going to disappear. I'm going to count to 3, okay? I'll count to 3. Watch the ball. 1, 2. Hang on.
And the guy reacts like he's got an electric shock.
There's something wrong. Maybe if you sat the other side of him. Yes, that might help. Come here.
It really doesn't matter because the chairs are genuine. There can be chairs anytime, any place, anywhere.
Right. I'm awfully sorry it's going wrong. Just be all right. Sit there. Be all right. Feet together. Watch the ball. Watch the ball. You're all right, aren't you? Do you know him? No. Have you ever met him before in your life?
And off it goes again. It is just an amazing, hilarious routine. And thanks to a member of my Elite Hypnotherapy and NLP Hypnosis Bootcamp, the acclaimed, incredibly talented magician Mr. Paul Roberts has kindly allowed me to share with my students his work on this as well, which is included as part of the Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool package. People laugh their heads off as people jump up with electric shocks.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? All right.
Well, it's here. Paul's tried, tested and proven to work routine, thanks to the man himself, Paul Roberts, is included as part of the Royal Hypnotist Live in Blackpool package, as also is the full Mobile Magic 2015 package. As the image shows, this package includes ideas from Kennedy, aka Ken Dine, Colin MacLeod, better known now as MacLeod, or Colin Cloud, Mark Paul, Leah Manor, Lee Earle, and Kenton Nepper. It's based on an original idea by him, with thanks to Kenton Nepper, who gave us his blessing and also ideas to include with this package. The basic premise is that you get a whole bunch of specially manufactured. Well, have a look.
And that's ultimately what happens. It spins, the little dot appears to warn you, it flashes to warn you, then the person is cued with an object, in this case the iPhone example, the star, and then it goes back to the turning, so you could show it normal.
So you have a
Hypnodisc
Hypnodisc
in the bottom left hand corner to warn you that it now has to be turned to your volunteer you're going to cue, and that would cue them an English 50p coin.
So it's a whole bunch of Hypnodiscs that spin on your phone. Okay, and you can show the disc spin into the audience casually, and you apparently use it to hypnotise the person on stage. But as you've just seen, there comes a point where a little dot appears in the bottom corner. This is to warn you need to turn the phone away from the audience towards the person on stage, because it's then going to flash at them an object or some words, some visual cues that you then are able to use, because it's instantly cued them, combined with dual reality and multiple reality mentalism techniques to achieve apparent miracles. There's also, as well as there being shapes, ESP objects, amounts of money and a whole bunch of other things in these discs. You get dozens of them,
giving you literally unlimited amount of mentalism and mind reading miracles you can perform that also look like you've got mind control and hypnosis powers. But you can also use the ones that instantly cue people to become responsive hypnotic subjects, as you see me use at Blackpool Magic Convention in the Ruskin on the legend that is Mr. Paul Houdini in this clip. This is using one of the Hypnodiscs. Apologise for the quality of this clip.
That's the point. I'm going to get them all to stare at this. Don't you stare too long because otherwise it could affect you. And that is all it is. An electronic. I'm losing the. There we go. Okay. I want you to stare at that. Okay. Take a nice deep breath in. And you can see that's all it is, yeah? Spiral. In. Just close your eyes down now, okay? Close your eyes down.
Apparent instant hypnosis.
At all times, unless I say otherwise, you find the deeper you go, the better you feel, and the better you feel, the deeper you go. Your arms, stiff iron bars, shoulders, elbows, wrists, stiff iron bars, stop, fast tight, lock, glue, hold it, cemented in place like that. Stop, fast tight, come on, we try and push it out, watch, stop, fast tight. I could do all manner of things, but I'm not going to do it. So, on the count of 3, when I touch your arm, it's going to come loose, relax, and drop down. You hold a round of applause for having a wonderful imagination. In fact, just sit down one moment, you'll find that if you sit safely, you can just sleep again, sleep, drifting down, sinking down, drifting down, sinking down. In a few months' time when I awaken you, you'll come to the shocking realisation that you'll believe that I offer you.
There was no pre-show work, and using the linguistics that are used at the end of that routine, I stopped the clip. The person involved becomes convinced that they were genuinely hypnotised, thanks to the multiple realities and the powerful, rather devious psychology used, combined with the instant cueing Hypnodisc, which is one of the dozens of different Hypnodiscs supplied in the Mobile Magic 2015 package. That's pure gold. We're also going to teach you Hypno Heat in the package, ways to use it, different sources for it and such not, and how I use it in hypnotherapy, not just for stage work, but I use it to help people genuinely get instant anaesthesia in their body. As per this clip. Let me start the clip.
You obviously wouldn't be doing such a suspicious manner as I was doing in front of your client. I just make that clear. I didn't know at what point I was going to come to this point, so can I have not borrow your word? Thank you. Yes, indeed. Round cake, good. Later on today, people want to, they choose to, we can have a play around with this, but for now we'll just demonstrate it like this. And I'm not even going to bother using the proper wording as such. You'll see why later. There is your glass of liquid or water, and it is just normal water, and some tin foil. Now, if you were to, I'm not saying you should ever use this as a smoking session as convinced, but if you did, you can actually use the foil out of the inside of a cigarette packet for it. But in other contexts, use just normal foil. Now what we do is to make sure it's nice and cool, we put a little bit of water on it there. And we just want to, as much as possible, get the creases out so we can get it to shape. Oops. Go on. Now we're just going to roll that up. A bit tight, that thing, but into a ball. Are you right left-handed? Right-handed. Place your right hand there, close your eyes. Okay, in fact, stop there for a moment. Place that onto your hand. Close your hand around it. Open slightly like that, that's fantastic. Close your eyes. I'm going to tap your wrist. When I do it, won't bother you, worry you, or concern you. But when I tap your wrist in a few moments' time, each time I tap your wrist like that, it's almost as if you can imagine that that foil is getting warmer and warmer and warmer. This is a sign and a signal that as you use your unconscious mind can make changes genuinely occur in reality to you. So you feel getting hotter.
And people are laughing because if you didn't notice, he actually got so hot he had to throw it on the ground. In fact, Dynamo used the late Calderon's heat or hypno heat on one of his TV shows like this.
Hold your hand out like this, and then if you hold your hand out in a fist as well. Just loosen your grip a little bit, not so tight, yeah?
Meaning that the heat that one person, the heat this person felt, he felt like psychokinetic heat.
No heat.
It's called Hypno Heat, or the hot foiling hand trick. Here's the late Calderon performing it on Norwegian television.
Like so. Place it on your hand, close your hand but not tight. Now what you have to do is use your imagination, and you have to imagine about real good sex. Because the more you think about sex, you'll get warm all over your body. It will start in your hand. Is it starting to get warm? Yes. The more you think of sex, the warmer it's going to get. Is it getting hot? He's swearing on television. When he burns...
It gets so hot he has to drop it.
Yes.
And for the record, we'll teach you ways that do not... That uses chemicals, which we talk about. But we will teach you ways that do not use chemicals to achieve what looks to the audience like the same effect. You can do it with pure linguistics, using Nauman's biggest secret technique, or you could achieve it using the other cunning technique that's taught in the Hypno-Tricks videos and manual and such like in the book. Now let's look at what you get in your download. When you go to the link above or below this video and purchase, you will get access to download a massive 2.56 gigabyte zip file of the Blackpool Hypnosis Course 2023, which when that is opened, you can see that when we go in there are loads of files, okay? There is Delavar's Hypnosis Secrets, the Hot Heat Hypno Heat Hot Foiling Hand section. There's the Hypno Spiral Gimmicks, which is the complete Mobile Magic 2015 set. There's Mind Therapy Secrets, how to help people overcome habits, addictions, fears and phobias from A through to Z. The Pseudo Hypnosis and Hypno-Tricks. That section's got various things in it. There's books on real hypnosis secrets, genuine stage hypnosis, genuine street hypnotism, genuine hypnotherapy techniques. There's the real secret of the electric chairs. There's details of advertising. There's my thoughts on Aaron Alexander's psychic surgery that we talked about. There's Zealous, the American hypnotist, clips of him at one of my training events teaching stage hypnosis insights. And Blackpool event videos, which you've got training notes with. You've got links to the 4 hours of video and also to the additional 10 hours of video mentioned earlier and a whole bunch of other stuff besides. Or to put it another way, nobody else anywhere on the planet, no magician, no hypnotist, no mentalist, can offer you a more comprehensive package of training videos, training manuals, electronic gizmos and other devices to enable you to apparently be able to hypnotise anyone, anytime, any place, anywhere in a manner that is 100% legal, lawful, licensed, insured where necessary and above all else safe when you follow the advice. You'll also get a discount, a massive discount to be able to get the transparency template, the world's most comprehensive health and safety and legal training for hypnotists in the package, and other special offers. But the package itself will teach you more about hypno-tricks, hypno-effects, suggestion as hypnosis, hypnosis as suggestion, trance illusion, and how to do all the kinds of things you've seen Derren Brown do, Peter Turner, Lewis Lavelle, Fraser Parker, Aaron Alexander, Anthony Jacquin, James Tripp, and all the other people peddling hypnosis, magic, mentalism training out there. Well, you'll learn how to duplicate everything, but in a way that's more reliable, better, safer, and more effective. Plus, you'll learn how to segue it into genuine stage hypnosis, street hypnotism, or hypnotherapy to genuinely help people change their lives for the better. It's the best value training package on the planet. Go to the link above or below this video and grab it now before the price increases to be more in line with what it's really worth. Everything you need for a successful career is in there.